Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Suresh, an English professor and your pronunciation coach. It is always fun to have good conversation with our friends or with anyone. When we communicate, we talk about our personal as well as official matters or about someone or something. But we sometimes worry whether we can develop the conversation well through proper exchanges along with the other person we are talking to, because keeping a conversation going is an amazing art, and the best way to keep the beautiful moment going is to responding appropriately, which is the very key to a successful communication. There are a million communicative contexts between people on various subjects. In today's video, we're only going to talk about a situation where a perspective is exactly the same with you and your partner, or you feel exactly the same way like the other person or persons you're conversing with. It is about politely agreeing and responding to positive and negative statements that you and your interlocutor feel precisely similar to each other or think alike about someone or something. One of the best ways to agreeing and responding to a statement which is parallel to each other is to saying "me too" to a positive statement and "me neither" for a negative statement. For example, my friend says, "I like apples," and I say, "Me too, if I really like apples." But if my friend says, "I don't like apples," and I don't like the apples too, I can say, "Me neither." You can apply these responses to the other subjects as well. Pronouns such as he, she, it, they, we. More example, "I've been walking a lot lately." Me too, if I really do the same. "I went to the park yesterday." Me too, if I also did the same yesterday. "I will not go with him." But please don't say "me too." That's a wrong response. The perfect way to say is "me neither." Again, "I will not go with him." Me neither. "I can't agree with you." Me neither. We can respond to these phrases for positive as well as negative sentences in any tense, such as present tense, past tense, or future tense. And these two responses, "me too" and "me neither," for statements are very common with us. But what about the other verbs such as to be verbs and modal verbs in similar sentences and situations? And that's what we're going to do in this video. Before beginning, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel English with Dr. Suresh, you may go ahead and subscribe it instantly, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that whenever you open the YouTube app in your mobile phone, my newly uploaded video will pop up on your homepage, displaying that Dr. Suresh has uploaded a new video, which you can tap on it immediately and start watching it right away. What are you waiting for? Go ahead and click on subscribe, which you can find on my left down corner of this video, and hit the bell icon down below it, because my videos are going to help you to make an extraordinary difference, not only with English words and sentences, but also with an impeccable pronunciations of them. Without further delay, let's begin. So we can say "so do I" for a positive statement, "neither do I" for a negative statement, to simple present tense sentences. For example, your friend says, "I go for a walk every day," and if I do the same, I can say "so do I." Supposing if my friend says, "I don't go for a walk every day," if I do the same, I would say "neither do I," meaning I do not go for a walk every day as well, just like you. My friend says, He doesn't think it is a good idea. If I feel the same, I can respond, neither do I, because I also think that it's not a good idea. We can say, so am I, for positive statements, neither am I, for negative statements, in order to respond to simple present tense sentences with to be verbs or present continuous tenses. For example, somebody says, she's from India. If I am also from India, I can respond if I am asked, so am I. And someone says, I'm not an easygoing person. And if I am asked about my characteristics, if I feel that I'm also not an easygoing person, I would respond, neither am I. We can say, so did I, for positive statements and neither did I for negative sentences in order to respond to simple past tense sentences. For example, somebody tells me, he went to the beach yesterday, and he asks me. If I also went to the beach yesterday, I would respond it as, so did I. He did not go to the beach yesterday, and then he asks me. If I also did not go to the beach yesterday, I would respond it as, neither did I. We can say, so was I, for positive statements, and neither was I, for negative statements, in order to respond to past simple sentences with to be verbs and past continuous tenses. For example, my friend says, I was very active in sports when I was in college. I respond, so was I, if I also was very much active in sports during my college days. Another friend says, I was not very active in sports when I was in college. And one of my other friends says, neither was I, meaning he was also not very active in sports when he was at college. We can say, so have I, for positive statements, neither have I, for negative statements, in order to respond to present perfect and present perfect continuous tenses. Example, I've been going to the gym every day. So have I, would be the response if I also go to the gym every day, just like my friend. They haven't had lunch yet. Neither have I. My friend says, I've been thinking of finding a new job. So have I. I'm also thinking the same way how you are thinking. I have not done the homework yet. Neither have I. I haven't done the homework too, just like you. We can say, so can I, for positive statements, and neither can I, for negative statements, in order to respond to sentences with the modal verb can or can't. Example, my friend says, I can read 100 pages an hour, and I respond, so can I. My friend says, I can't do this, and I say, neither can I, if I also can't do that, just like my friend. We can say, so could I, for positive statements, and neither could I, for negative statements, in order to respond to sentences with the modal verb could or couldn't. Example sentences. My friend says, yes, I could do that. And I say, so could I. I can also do just like you. Sorry, I couldn't do that. And I feel that I'm also so sorry that I could not do it. And respond like this if I am asked, neither could I. We can say, so would I, for positive statements, and neither would I, for negative statements, in order to respond to sentences with would or wouldn't. Example, my friend says, I would like to eat now, I'm hungry. And I respond, so would I, because I also feel hungry. Somebody's asking my friend to do something. My friend responds, I wouldn't do that. And that somebody is asking me, and I respond, neither would I, because just like my friend, I also wouldn't like to do that. We can say so will I for positive statements and neither will I for negative statements in order to respond to sentences with will or won't. Example, my friend says, I'll be there for coffee at 10 o'clock. I respond, so will I, instead of telling, I will also be there for coffee at 10 o'clock. The most effective way is, so will I, not the long sentence. I won't go to the office tomorrow. And I respond, neither will I, meaning I will not go to the office too. We can say, so should I for positive statements and neither should I for negative statements in order to respond to sentences with should or shouldn't. Example, I should do yoga every day. I respond, so should I, meaning I also want to do yoga every day just like my friend. I shouldn't eat sugar. I say, neither should I. I also shouldn't eat sugar. We can say, so must I for positive statements and neither must I for negative statements in order to respond to sentences with must or mustn't. Example, my friend says, I must get up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day. So must I. My friend says, I must not do this. I also feel that I must not do that. For that, I respond like this. Neither must I. I believe that this video has been very effective and functional, as well as applicable to your day-to-day communicative phrases and sentences. Watch this video for a couple of times or over for a complete understanding of the concepts we talked about in this video. I hope you're going to put these learnings into action immediately if you encounter an appropriate situation. Professional communication skills are not only going to be your greatest strength and motivation, it will definitely transform your life into an extraordinary one. I thank you abundantly for spending your precious time for a valuable cause. And I really appreciate you for having the fire to make a difference in your life. Always remember, strive to make a difference in your life. Have a great time.